How to get out of trouble. Have you ever felt stuck in a problem so deep you didn't know where to begin? Maybe it's a personal failure, financial mess, broken relationships, or a mistake you wish you could undo. You're not alone, and you're not hopeless. In this video, we'll break down 5 powerful steps to help you not just escape your problems, but grow stronger because of them. This is not just about survival, it's about transformation. Let's begin. Part 1. Acknowledge the problem. The first and crucial step in getting out of trouble is to acknowledge that the problem exists. It may sound simple, but in practice, this can be one of the hardest things to do. People often avoid facing problems because it makes them feel vulnerable, ashamed, or afraid. However, ignoring the problem doesn't make it disappear. It allows it to grow silently until it becomes too big to manage. Acknowledging the issue takes courage, but it's also the beginning of regaining power over your life. Take, for example, someone who is failing academically. Instead of blaming the teacher or the system, they might reflect and realize they haven't been studying effectively or attending classes regularly. By saying, "I'm falling behind and I need to change that," they open the door to improvement. This self-honesty doesn't fix the problem immediately, but it transforms denial into awareness. And once you are aware, you can begin to take meaningful action. Part 2. Identify the root cause. After acknowledging the problem, the next step is to look deeper and find out where the trouble actually comes from. This means going beyond the surface and asking difficult questions. What caused this situation? What patterns or choices have contributed to it? Often problems don't appear overnight. They build up over time, fed by habits, unaddressed emotions, or poor decisions. Identifying the root cause allows you to stop treating symptoms and start addressing the real issue at its core. Imagine someone who constantly ends up in toxic friendships. It might be tempting to say, "I just have bad luck with people." But looking deeper, they might recognize a pattern. They tend to seek validation, avoid conflict, or ignore red flags because of low self-esteem developed from childhood. Recognizing this internal driver gives them a clearer understanding of why they're in trouble and what must change. Without digging into the roots, any solution risks being temporary or superficial. Part 3. Create a practical plan. Once you understand what's truly causing the problem, the next move is to make a plan. Not a perfect one, but a realistic and flexible one. Break the issue down into small, manageable steps. Avoid thinking in extremes. Trying to fix everything all at once usually leads to burnout or disappointment. Instead, set measurable goals that gradually guide you toward resolution. Even small changes, consistently done, can create major impact over time. The plan serves as a roadmap, keeping you focused, motivated, and better prepared when setbacks occur. Part 4. Take responsibility and act. Understanding the problem and making a plan are both valuable, but they mean nothing if you don't take consistent action. Many people stay stuck because they wait for the right time or perfect conditions. But progress begins when you take responsibility, even in imperfect circumstances. Taking action doesn't require certainty. It requires courage and commitment. It's okay to stumble, as long as you keep moving forward. For instance, someone who is unhappy in their job might complain for months without making a move. But the moment they start applying for other roles, updating their resume, or learning new skills, they shift from victim to active problem solver. Action builds momentum, and momentum builds confidence. The key is to start, even if the first step feels small or uncomfortable. Movement creates possibility. Part 5. Learn and grow from the experience. Every problem is also a lesson. Once you've navigated through the trouble, it's important to reflect on what you've learned. What did this experience teach you about yourself? your habits, or your environment? How can you use that knowledge to avoid similar issues in the future? Learning from hardship turns pain into wisdom. It transforms regret into resilience. Picture someone who overcame financial hardship after years of debt. Instead of just feeling relieved that it's over, they take time to understand their previous mindset around money. They might build better budgeting habits, avoid unnecessary spending, or teach others what they've learned. Growth makes the struggle meaningful. Without reflection, you risk repeating the same cycle. But with insight, the same problem becomes a stepping stone to a stronger, wiser version of yourself. Conclusion: from trouble to transformation. Getting out of trouble isn't a single action. It's a process of awareness, understanding, planning, action, and learning. It demands honesty, humility, patience, and persistence. You may not solve every problem quickly, but with the right mindset and steady steps, you will find your way forward. Trouble doesn't have to define you. What defines you is how you rise from it.